and every one of them. He'll carve them all, one by slowly one into your quivering flesh.
In the darkness of the woods, you spot a man overlooking a cage that holds creatures crept from a nightmare. Despite the all-too unsettling nearness of these horrors, he looks poised, regal even, and wholly at ease.
Go on. Step in from the shadows. Let's have a look at the wanderer lost in the woods. Oh, they're meek as lambs, really. If you've the wits to outsmart them.
He eyes you with a sudden intensity, makes you feel like a weight upon a scale, balanced against an unknown measure.
But you... there's something different about you. A desire to be seen through. So that it's been a while, hasn't it? Since your heart leapt in your chest because of your feelings. Since your hands reached for something delicate to your touch. Even now you see visions repellent to you. You see me as a mess of meat beset by maggots. Your fingers sinking slowly into the slush that were my eyes, licking your thumbs. Yes, I know how they work. Visitors like yours.
Suddenly, the tip of a dagger presses against your throat.
Take a step back. Let's attribute those manners to your guest, shall we? As for myself, I do apologize for my ungentlemanlike behavior. But I see through, just like you desire. I see what's inside of you. You, Losa, are an amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart. And what's more, you've brought it all the way here. To me. Why? Want is a dangerous word. Want implies desire. We tend to do far too much to get what we crave. No one knows this better than your demon.
He steps back and passes his gaze over you, his face impassive.
There is nothing I know better than demons. And you've long since moved beyond the stage of mere possession. Your soul is still yours only because it is God-woken. In dealing with you, I risk everything. But of course, I won't refuse you. I'll do my best to drive the demon out. However, there's much work to be done first. The plan is twofold. First, you must do me a favor. Then I will teach you. Enlarge your mastery of the source. You will need all the strength you can muster, and more, before we confront your visitor. The second part we'll discuss after the lesson. So first, let us turn to the favor. Quid pro quo, I'm afraid. A tad vulgar of me, that much I admit. But needs must when the demon drives. I've a demon of my own, you see. One I've been hunting for a long time, and now I've managed to track him down to the island over yonder.
He points towards the northeast, You see nothing in that direction but grey water and a thick mist in which ghoulish shapes seem to form and fade.
I know it's there. My caged guests have confirmed as much. But to my great frustration, I cannot reach my goal. Death fog surrounds the island, and through death fog even I cannot pass. That is where you come in. Of course, you are but a mortal, for now. But you are God-woken as well. Surely you have a few tricks up your sleeve. Consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher. Like I said, we'll speak of this after the lesson. First, I need you, then let me shake your hand. And this, the demon's guise, or vessel, one can't be quite certain, is that of a lizard known only as the Advocate. Like all of his ilk, he is kind, he is charming. He will offer you what you desire most at seemingly no cost at all. There is no such thing as no cost at all. My advice is to strike before he even has a chance to speak. But should you choose to disregard me, should you allow him to parley, all you have to do is say no. Above all else, remember that. Death fog obscures any approach and hangs thick over the collapsed bridge that led to the isle from the Driftwood Road. There is more than the mist alone there, though. Magic that evades my eyes. I also spotted a sloop further down the shoreline, but of course, a quiet afternoon's boating trip will be quite ruined once one hits death fog-shrouded waters. It is a place of irony, if you will. Once the site of an academy dedicated to the art of demon hunting, now the remnant of a dream sliced open into nightmare. Rumor has it an exorcism went wrong there long ago, and for a short time a great demon stood unopposed. Had it not been for Dr. Deva, the entirety of Reaper's Coast could have looked like Blood Moon Island looks today. He contained the demon and its blood spawn to the doomed shores of the isle, surrounded it with death fog, and never looked back. I met him once, during a soiree in Arx. Quite the eccentric is Dr. Deva. But then again...
He looks you up and down.
Aren't we all?
He smiles, like one would at a child, asking about the birds and the bees.
I know because I've known others like you. Those whose fates are chained, for better or for worse, to that of the gods themselves. I have battled the foe of foes, and conquered it. For a while. I have sat in perfumed gardens with the source herself, drank life from her very lips. I have seen well over 2,000 springs, and will continue to do so until time itself closes its weary eyes. Trust me, I know what you are, and what you can. May you wander...
It does not respond to my touch. There must be a way to activate it. Magisters!
Your powers of observation astonish me.
Best you leave the building, stranger. We have sorcerer trouble. We're trying to talk her down without a fight. It's not going well. God's damn sorcerers. A sorceress, as it happens. A master of portals, and a lizard too. She seems unable to escape, thank the divine. But we can't get close enough. We chased her clear across the country, and she's left devastation in her wake. We expect a Voidwoken attack here too, at any moment. That, or worse. We have no time for this. You...
doesn't it?
The best Magister is a dead Magister. You have my thanks, whoever you are.
She offers you a grateful smile.
I do not give myself a free, and you have nothing you may offer. Little good. I went to Paradise Downs to teach a young sorcerer, Gwydion, but the Magisters came for us. We fought them off, and our source drew Voidwoken. You may blame the Magisters for the horror. Responsible? No. I have regrets. If the Magisters had not come, it would have not happened. It is not our fault that our talents draw the void. We are not the problem. We are the hope. I was on my way to where I thought that I might find a friend, of whom I'll say no more. The Magisters trapped me, and it appears I did find a friend. Just not the one I'd expected. I shall return home to the Empire when the Magisters have cooled their ardor. For now, I'll hide out here. It should be safe enough.
She gives you a shy smile. It's charming, and it may be her tell. She may well be lying.
My crowning glory, and the millstone around my neck. Yes, I made the bomb. I served Lucian as best I could. I gave him what he asked. Would I do it again? No, I would not. I owe you a debt. It must be repaid.
She opens her hands, and between them opens a tiny portal. A book drops from it. She catches it and hands it to you.
I bid you farewell.
The statue gestures towards the heavens, a striking image amid your eyes close. Death's shadows lift, rain becomes sun. Whatever fear this graveyard provoked is now bathed in brilliant light. The popped and like your eyes close. The angelic figure, your eyes.
Hello, miss.
Good day to you.
Someone's already plucked this one. Someone's already plucked this one.
A haughty-looking undead woman, unmasked, surveys the ground around her, seeking something. Suddenly, her head swivels, and she trains an imperious gaze of...
What side do you take?
Her voice is clipped and detached, with metallic overtones. It even seems to echo, as if she's speaking to you from very far away. She cocks her skull to one side with a nightmarish creak. Though her shiny visage is completely devoid of emotion, you sense confusion in her manner. Confusion...
Quick now, quickly. Do you support Divine Order or Black Ring? They most certainly are not. But so long as you do not pledge allegiance to the Ring, we can talk. Perhaps even trade. I have books, though I hate to part with them. And you, hopefully, you have something I want. Eithne was my name.
She slaps her face violently as she corrects herself, dislocating her loose jawbone and powdering the earth beneath her feet with bone dust.
I was a librarian in arts for the glory of the Order. The Ring came, burnt my library to the ground. My books, they are all I have, all I had. I had to save them. The flames. There was no making it out alive. But as the fire caught my magical scrolls, they all turned to a rain of glittering ash. And here I stand. That would be prudent if I wanted to stay alive, or whatever it is that I am now. Survival is not something that interests me any longer. Not in this form.
Suddenly, she leans towards you with an unnerving creak.
Enough about that. I'm traveling as I look for a particular book. A tome to teach me how to make corpses explode. Would you have anything like that I could learn from? Have a look. Mind you don't tear any pages now. You know what I'm looking for. Come back to me if you...
What's this? I found something.
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter.
Someone's already plucked this one. Someone's already plucked this one. Someone's already plucked this one. What is that thing?
Please, Lord, spare me. Spare me. It is too much. I hurt too much. You cannot come here. I'm not done.
The creature suddenly holds itself around the ears, as though seized by a great pain. Several flapping jaws open and close over a single many-fanged maw, like a taxidermist's experiment.
Go! Why are you here? Why do you come here?
His frantic gaze passes from the blood-stained altar to you. Comprehension suddenly clears the agony from his face.
He wants blood. He wants blood. My lord, I'll give you blood. I'll give it all. I beg you, my lord. Accept.
To none. right where I want you.
Thousand masks of cowardice, each and every one of them.
He'll carve them all, one by slowly one into your quivering.
In the darkness of the... Despite the...
Go on. Step. There is much weakness in revelation. What upper hand...
He eyes you with a sudden intensity.
But you... It's been a while. Even now, you see visions repellent. Yes, I know how they work. Visitors like yours.
Suddenly, the tip of a dagger presses against your throat.
Take a step back. Let's attribute those manners. As for myself, I do apologize. You, Losa, and what's more, you brought it all the way here. To me. Why? A demon is no more to me, frankly, than a sickness awaiting the scalpel. Of course, this particular kind of disease is invariably fatal, unless one catches it in the early stages. I will be your surgeon. That much The plan is twofold. First, quid pro quo. I've a demon of...
He points towards the northeast.
I know it's there. Mike, of course. You consider it a test. Kill the demon, and I will be your teacher. Then let me shake the demon's dies. Like all of his heroes, there is no my advice. Above all else, remember, death fog obscure. There is more than the mist. I also spotted a sloop further down the... May you...
It does not respond to my touch. There must be a way to activate it. Magisters!
Your powers of observation astonish.
Best you leave the building God's damn sorcerers. A sorceress, is it? We chased her clear across the country, and she's left devastation in her wake. This sorcerer, my friend, is as powerful as they come. Patience is part of the job. I won't risk a Voidwoken attack until I have to. And the longer the sorcerer stays where she is, the weaker she gets. Normally, we'd take her down and ship her off to the necklace farm. But she doesn't seem the type to go quiet, and the White Magisters aren't too happy with her. If we don't kill her, they probably will. It's do or die. We have no time for this.
Right where I want you. dark with you.
Magisters are dead.
She offers you a grateful smile.
I do not give myself a free, and you have nothing you may offer. I shall return home to the Empire when the Magisters have cooled.
She gives you a shy smile. It's charming, and it may be her tell.
I owe you a debt.
She opens her hands.
I bid you farewell.
The pocked and lichened statue, you are relieved of the past's nightmare.
There's a boat at the dock. Perhaps it may take us to the island.
Shall I take you to the island? I shall. I shall. Step this way. All aboard. It is. But I know what I'm doing. I've been working this crossing my whole death. Trust me. A trifling amount, I'm sure you'll agree. Payable in advance, of course. But that makes no sense. Think about it. You don't pay the ferryman until he gets you to the other side, out of fear that he'll murder you midstream, rob your corpse, and dump you in the... If murder was on my mind, I could do the job right. Payment in advance. All aboard. The bell... Step careful as you disembark. Wouldn't want you to get hurt as you die upon the dock. In the interest of efficiency and to ensure my quick return to the mainland, please empty your pockets in advance. Thank you. Please, come and... I didn't lie. I just asked you to trust me. The mistake is yours. I could have spent a little less time circling around in the mist. No refunds. But if you're unhappy with your journey, I'll happily take you back to where it began.
Perhaps it may take us to the island.
Shall I take you to the island? I shall. It is. But I know what I'm doing. I've been working this crossing my whole death. A trifling amount, I'm sure you'll agree. Payable in advance, of course. But that makes no sense. Think about it. You don't pay the ferryman until he gets you to the other side, out of fear that he'll murder you midstream, rob your corpse, and dump you in the... If murder was on my mind, I could do the job right here.
Someone's already plucked this one.
fine day it is. And the finest day for a wee saunter through the trees it is too. Isn't a healthy business environment just wonderful? Grog and his pathetic bridge give me just the little kick of competition I need to improve my service. And increase my prices.
Marge bats his eyelashes at you. You can't quite tell whether he's serious or not.
Whoa, not so fast. I do try to be nice about it and all that. But this bridge is Marge's business. Since it is such a fine day, I can let you pass at a discount if you entertain me with tales of valiant void-woken battle. Otherwise, full price. It does get a little dull out here,
Marge sniffs and folds his arms, looking away.
That'll be the regular toll, so... Oh, that's not...
Get off me and stay off.
Perhaps it may take us to the island.
Bloody ring. It's loose. Get off me and stay off.
Speak.
Word from the factory that another boat went down.
The Meister sits slumped in her chair.
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful? Blessed news! Now hurry. Gather the source you need from the fountain and perform the ritual again.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order.
Stay strong on your hood.
Lucky find. Good find.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly.
My, aren't you looking well? How does it feel? All that power. That's the spirit I've been waiting so long to hear.
A sudden shudder jolts through its body so violently that it drops to its knees, stunned into silence. It hauls itself unsteadily to its feet, its face twisted in discomfort. It mutters something low and violent in a strange, jagged tongue. All warmth drains from your body, leaving you corpse cold.
You see what the Void is doing, don't you? Taking shots at anyone it fears might stop it. It's coming after you, Losa. It wants us both. We need to act. Now. I've given you eyes that can see Source. Now you need the teeth to take it.
The thing smiles, and you notice for the first time two vampire-like fangs glistening beneath its upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden insatiable hunger for Source.
Go on. Have a taste. I know you want to feed on me. Too late for want. All you are is what you are. Go on. Haven't you been dying to sink your teeth into me? Go on. Feast on me. Go on.
Though your spell tore through it like a spear through flesh, the thing smirks, its face darkened with pleasure.
Well done. Very well done. Good. That hunger will drive you forward. You won't be satisfied until you take it all. Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power, and power is not given. It is taken. You can see the souls of the dead, and now you can feed from them to your hungry hearts. You'll need all the nourishment you can get if you're going to make it to the Well of Ascension. You aren't ready. Find more masters. Happy hunting. Hurry up.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough. You have a duty. Gather more source and complete the ritual.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. You explore the remaining ingredients.
You have a duty.